They say if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Basically, this is what we use to make craft artisanal rum.
For 28-year-old Jonathan Pedley, that means distilling spirited spirits.
Let me just start with this. Why did you start a distillery?
I began as a hobby, and it developed as the equipment began to increase in size and the potential to make money increased. I decided it was something worth doing, and I was passionate about it.
It all started about 7 years ago.
I was doing farming and stuff at the same time, so I had wine that I was making. I had like an abundance of starfruit wine, so it was, I think, 90 gallons that we had. And I knew a guy who used to grow cane and distill on a real like micro backyard kind of level. And I went to him. We designed a little 5-gallon still from a stainless steel beer keg, and from there, the hobby began. As far as I can tell, using Google, no one else has tried this in the world.
He says it wasn't too hard to get started down the path.
It's really easy, and then moving forward, I got more interested, started YouTubing it and looking into, how to advance in this thing. And I moved on to doing column stills. I had a friend initially that had built a column still, and I started, cooking the different wines and stuff in his column still, and then I decided to build my own big pot still, which was 40 or 50 gallons. And from there, it would kind of just set in that, if you can't really increase from here on a backyard level unless you go commercial.
He's always enjoyed the thrill of the distill, leading him to try some ingredients not commonly seen on the shelf.
It moved from starfruit wine, which turned into a brandy. That was a really interesting thing to do, the first run. And, from there we did things with guava, banana, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Granted, when it came time to turn the corner from hobby to career, some of those experiments had to be put on the back shelf.
That's something that I've kind of had on the back burner as we've increased in capacity. But now that we have the equipment to do it, and that's going to be something that's going to be frontal. We want to do unique spirits, which haven't been done anywhere else in the world.
He says it hasn't all been easy, but surely it's worth the hard work.
A lot of people say, oh, that's a dream job, being able to make liquor. But let me tell you, the adversities that you experience, especially in the way of the regulations and how tough it is to actually set up a business like this. I could see myself doing it, but there was definitely times along the way where I thought about quitting.
These days, he's had about 4 months of straight production.
When we first started, for sure, there was trial and error.
Yeah.
And we've been perfecting the product as time has gone on.
Right.
And the vodka's on point. The feedback has been really good.
Music to the ears of a distilling fan who decided to go all in on a career. To connect with Caymanos Distillery, visit findyello.com and Find Yello mobile app.